Is this a sign from Santa Muerte that I should be a devotee? I've been seeing her everywhere. I've been seeing her on the internet. I've been seeing her even in my dreams. Does this mean that I'm meant to walk the path of devotion? I saw a video about her. Is this a sign? You've either been someone to say those things or you have seen it yourself on some part of the internet. People are wondering, is this a sign from Santa Muerte? Mommy is growing in popularity. More devotees are being public with their devotion. But in that is also a curiosity about Santa Muerte. And what does it mean to be a devotee? What does this path entail? And if you are someone that is wanting to know because something within you feels the pull to this path, maybe you don't understand why. It's just an energy that is pulling you towards her. She's constantly in your mind. You think about her all the time. Then this video is for you. So me and Mama Muerte have a one-on-one session for those that are wanting to, one, confirm if this path is even aligned with them. Because as much as you may feel the pull and the curiosity, it doesn't mean that this path is for you. And rather than embark on something that will take you down a path where you are not equipped to handle and it's not for you, and you want to get confirmation before you begin, it is within that space that confirmation is given. Okay? If you are also wanting to, confirmation is taking place, mommy has shared that yes, this is a path that is aligned with you. There is a reason. But you are wanting to understand and have practical guidance on how to begin. Because all over the internet is information about Santa Muerte. Some of it true, some of it not, some of it personal bias, their own personal gnosis, because Santa Muerte doesn't belong to anyone, but there are rules that are set when it comes to Santa Muerte devotion. And you want to understand how those rules apply to you and your life. I understand what it's like to not have a mentor, to not have an elder that can support you in your path of Santa Muerte devotion. And that is why, I made that, essentially that promise to mommy that I would help guide her children, her, devotees, to connecting with her and to do so in a way that is aligned with them. And it's not a promise that I have ever regretted, because looking back over the years of how many people I have helped, it is completely worth it. You know what I mean? And it's an honor to do this work on mommy's behalf. But I understand what it's like to be overwhelmed and confused by how you are supposed to go about your devotion. Because yes, there is so much information about Santa Muerte, but rarely is it talked about everyone's unique circumstances. And in reality, even I have shared that devotion to Santa Muerte is very personal, but I can't cover the basis of everyone's situation because I'm not in a one-on-one space with you. And that is what this session is for, is to really, tune into where you are at in your life, your goals, your focus in life, and how Santa Muerte devotion fits into that. Because when you are welcoming Santa Muerte into your life, it is a commitment, it is a responsibility. And if you are at a place in your life where you cannot take on more responsibility, then, those are things to keep and take into account. So that is why I have this I was offering it as like a mixture with just like general Santa Muerte, messages, but mommy wanted me to branch off and just create a specific offering for those that are wanting to start their path of devotion and are needing the guidance, practical guidance. And I'm emphasizing that because it doesn't have to be complex, but emphasizing that, because we don't want to have to complicate things where it doesn't need to be. But, just take into account where you're at and, like I said, how that fits into your life. So if you are someone that is feeling that pull to her and you are wanting support from someone that is already walking the path of devotion and to help you cultivate and begin your devotion, then you would benefit from my offering. And if that's something that calls to you, you can go to my website, or you can go to the link in my bio and you can check it out, see if it aligns with you, and then go from there. So just wanting to put that out there because I get a lot of people in my comments that are like, is this a sign from Santa Muerte? Does this mean I'm gonna be a Santa Muerte devotee? And I cannot answer that. Within the realms of DMs, within the space of comment sections, I am not tuning into your energy. I am not in that moment channeling mommy's energy to look into your life and see what she says. You know what I mean? I respect her and I only do those things within a confined container that is set for her and her only, because I don't want anything else trying to come in and disrespect her space. Because when mommy comes in to speak, everything else shuts, zips, and we listen. Okay? And I serve as her, just that vessel to bring forth her messages within that personalized space. I already do that on this, but it's within that space. It's more personalized and tailored to you. So that is there for those of y'all that need it. And I look forward to, connecting with those that are aligned with that work. All right.